witness, state your name and occupation for the court, please. Of course. My name is Satori Hazunaga. I am the head waiter of the Western-style restaurant called La Carnival. What the fuck? I forgot about that! Freaking all my spitting out blood. Holy shit. Are you alright? You seem to be coughing up somewhere. Are you okay? It's a regular occurrence. It really doesn't bother me. But it really should. As everyone knows, the capital's southeastern quarter was developed for foreign visitors some years ago. It's become a very fashionable district now, full of hotels and accommodated overseas guests. This grim crime occurred in one of the district's so-called restaurants, an accidental eatery, 3 days ago. Sorry, I can't read. Understood. Hazunaga-san, you will kindly tell the court everything you can about the incident. At once, sir. And no petty interjections from the aspiring lawyer boy, please. Perspiring? Maybe, but aspiring? It was just after 2 p.m. on the day in question, where a few diners at the time of day. The lunchtime rush was over, and there were only 3 tables still occupied. That fits with my memory of it too. There was hardly anyone else in the place. I'm spitting up blood again. It was when I was in the kitchen putting away crockery and cutlery. Holy shit! That was loud. A gunshot rang out, and I hurried out in the dining area to see what had happened. I found the victim, an English gentleman, slumped in his chair. And standing immediately beside him, gun in hand, was the accused university student. Yes. Okay, why did you have the gun in your hand? Hold on, let me just clarify something here. Well, I did pick up the gun and found lying on the floor beside the professor. Why did you pick up the gun, Ryunosuke? I didn't shoot him, but why did you have it? Objection! Objection! I believe I asked you to refrain from petty interjections. The court wishes to listen to the witness's report of what he saw. You amateur! But... The next time you interrupt at an inappropriate time, you will be penalized, Lieutenant Naruhodo. Don't worry, Ryunosuke. You'll have your chance to fight back. For now, we must just quietly listen to the witness. If I may confirm one point, waiter. Standing beside the victim with a gun in his hand was the same man we see here in court today. Jesus Christ, he's coughing again. Yes, without a question. I see! And apart from the accused, was there anyone else standing beside the victim? No. There was no one else around the table but the deceased English man and the university student. Huh? Wait. What did he just say? There was no one else around that table. What's the matter, Ryunosuke? That's just not right. When I went over to Dr. Wilson to say hello, there was a woman sitting opposite of him at his table. Really? And that's not something that the waiter could have missed. I've been warned about interjecting, but still, what should I do? Ooh, I actually don't know what to do. No, we're gonna get penalized. We'll wait and see, I guess. I desperately want to say something, but I was told not to interject. Ryunosuke, if your parents tell you to study, you're the kind of man who would diligently get to work, aren't you? I suppose I am. I never have got into Yume University otherwise. But you can't just always follow the rules in life, you know. Oh, I actually I prefer doing this because that's actually really good advice right here. In general, like in life, with life. If you don't say what you want to say right now, you'll seriously regret it when you're found guilty. Alright, you scared me. I won't forget that piece of advice in a hurry. You scared me. I'll remember this. And there's something I want to say. And I'm just going to shut my eyes and say it. Yes! Just a moment, please. Dr. wasn't alone that day. I'm sure of it. There was a lady sitting with him at the same table. Attention! Dear me! What are we gonna do with you? With your blatantly disregard for court proceedings, I'm beginning to wonder if you're not a fraud. Do you not know he's just a student? He is a fraud. I mean, he's not real. He doesn't even have a badge. What the fuck are you talking about? Ouchie, what the hell? Could it be that the accused, this mere student, is not a real lawyer after all? But I'm sure what I saw. Kusanagi-san, is there any chance you are mistaken? Perhaps your memory of events is hazy? No. The deceased gentleman came to the dine alone. I don't believe it! I actually have a rough plan of the restaurant as it was that day. Please, have a look if you'd like to. Let me see. A sketch of the establishment layout, drawn by yourself, I presume. That's right. I'm afraid I used the back of my business card. It was a turbulent situation. However, you can see the gentleman in the question was seated alone. Interesting. Well, you're clearly a very conscientious waiter. Is that how you say it? I guess. I'll say it like that. Thank you, sir. The court will take this plan and add it to the court record as evidence. Well, there's no problem. Hand the plan to the court officer at once. Of course. Here you go. What was that about? He's been completely calm and collected until now. Somebody certainly seems to have shaken him. The waiter's business card has been entered to the record. It's probably because he didn't want his card. He's like, it's my only business card. Wait, why would a waiter have a business card? What? That guy needs to drink water. So! Oh shit, he was gonna do it again. The court has now heard the précis of the case. Yes, at the moment the gunshot was heard in the restaurant. The only person in close proximity to the victim was the defendant on the trial. Well, case closed. It was him. It was him. It was him. It was him. What a shame that we are looking for the black and white case here. Well, guilty. Might as well throw him in the jail cell now. Might as well. He's like, what? Already? He barely did anything. He's still innocent. Defendant number uno. Why am I changing his voice? Holy shit. Yes, Your Excellency. Stick with one voice. Come on. If you would admit to your guilt at this stage, the court is willing to look mercifully upon you. In other words, you may have some small reprieve in terms of your inevitable punishment. I called this waiter as an unsworn witness in order to explain the details of the case to the court. But I must warn the defense, if you are determined to pursue matters further in this trial, the prosecution has decisive evidence from sworn witnesses who were present at the scene of the crime. What do you think I should do, Kazuma? I don't know, it's not me. What do you mean? Well, I'm going to be found guilty one way or another, it seems. Wouldn't it be sensible to plead guilty at this stage and hope for a more lenient sentence? He looks at you. Ryunosuke, did you kill him? Everyone keeps telling me that this trial is unusual about these peculiarities. You said it. Professor Mikotomo said it, and so has the judge and the prosecution. I'm scared what lies ahead if I push this. As I said from the outset, I believe you're innocent. I trust you. And yet, despite knowing that, you're willing to now to throw that back in my face. Is that it? What? If the accused is in fact innocent, then a defense lawyer is a duty bound to prove that innocence by whatever means necessary. Are you just going to abandon that duty? Are you going to give up on yourself? Yeah, what the hell? If you know you didn't do it, why not fight? The battle hasn't even begun yet, Ryunosuke. Ooh! The defense plead you're guilty. The defense pleads you're not guilty, Your Excellency. We invite the prosecution to stop making empty threats and bring out the witnesses. And we'll see just how decisive this evidence really is. Indeed. Prosecution Aochi. Prosecution Aochi, please continue with proceedings. Well, you were warned. The young can be so reckless. You know, many call me a saint, but I can be a devil when I want to be. In a few short moments from now, that dumb-strung young mouth of yours will be silenced forever. I'm not even talking, what the fuck? The prosecution calls its next witnesses. Wow, we didn't even cross-examine this guy. Very well, officer. Bring forth the witnesses at once. Witnesses, kindly state your names and occupations for the court. Yes, sir. The Great Nippon Emperor Army Sergeant Issei Noza. Noza? Reporting for duty, sir. Noza. Okay, just gonna call him Noza. Myself, I am fine employee as a purveyor of the fine articles of antiquity from the influence, I can't say that, of our nation Nippon, and conduct my trade from Resute, humble premises in the 2nd District, Kuriri Kokuta at your service. Kurukuda. I can't say, I'm so sorry about butchering Japanese names. I forgot about his voice. I keep changing his voice. An antique dealer and a soldier. What an unusual pairing. Both of these gentlemen were present at the restaurant on the day in question. They must be at the diners. They must be the diners at the other table that the waiter mentioned. Myself, I habitually take tea of the most exquisite aroma at the establishment in the question, always post noon, and not infrequently converse with the interested parties regarding the curios with which I make my business. I can't understand a word that the old man is saying. Ricky, speak English! I'm just kidding. Sorry for yelling. I don't know why I yelled at that. He's an antique dealer, and it sounds like he's a regular at La Carnival. He seeks out potential customers who may have an interest in antiques and tries to sell his wares to them. No worry, Ricky. We understand you. I understand you. Unlike Ryunosuke, I understand what you're saying. I speak idiot. He obviously targets La Carnival because it's a high-class restaurant with rich clientele. Right, I see. Although, to be honest, that sergeant looks more like he'd be a seller rather than a buyer. Now, you both witnessed the precise moment of this most atrocious incident. Is that correct? Affirmative! The enemy Yontel has seen attacking the foreigner in what can only be described as an act of war, sir. It was a black uniform rogue infantryman over there who unlocked his own firearm, sir. This man's as impossible to understand as the other. What do you mean? Just back up a bit, he's loud. I'm trying, Ryunosuke, I'm trying. The fuck? But I'm almost sure that I heard a strange noise during that last thing he said. So this is decisive evidence the prosecution was threatening. The soldier is claiming that he actually saw the precise moment you shot the victim dead. Yes, but what about the other guy? Well, are you starting to feel uncomfortable? If I'm honest, I was feeling uncomfortable from the start. Now, the court will hear your formal testimony, please. You will state everything you saw at the precise moment that the incident occurred. Why did he have to like boom like that? Emphasis on that part. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What the fuck was that? Standing by, ready to report, sir. I think he's holding a baby. Unsavory memories of the most horrific afternoon. Look at his ears like jiggling like that. I guess old people are like that. I guess shaking. I don't know why. I don't think they would be shaking the whole time. I was adjusting the regulation beefsteak at the restaurant while having a tactical discussion with the old man. I was extolling the virtues of the particularly fine golden curio of the military gentleman. At the precise moment, a firearm was discharged. I observed the enemy's actions with my own eyes. The black uniform varsity cadet fired the English civilian, and from the back, the cowardly little weasel. From the back? Hold on. I was on my hands and knees investigating the whereabouts of the mysteriously absconded precious curio. What's a curio? Gotta look that up later. Editor, look up curio. Put it on the screen. Well, so you, Sergeant Nosa, actually witnessed the vital moment. You saw the split second when the defendant fired the weapon at the victim. Yes, sir. Affirmative, sir. That wicked university cadet, sir. That cruel and unforgivable enemy. What times we live in, when an English gentleman may be assailed in the broad day like today. But that is ridiculous. I didn't shoot anyone. Is that really true, Ryunosuke? Yes. All I did was pick up the gun, and that I saw lying on the floor. I like how he questioned me. Like, are you sure, Ryunosuke? I'm starting to believe them. After I said hello to Dr. Wilson, I went back to my table and sat drinking some coffee. Ah, interesting. Coffee, he says. I bet he shot him. I knew it. I always knew Ryunosuke was a criminal. Then when I finished, I got up from my seat to leave the restaurant, when I noticed an English-made gun next to the chair where the professor was sitting. It was his gun. Le Gasp. He shot himself! I knew it! I thought perhaps the professor had dropped it. So I bent down, and just as I was picking it up, bang. Well, if that's true, There was obviously a criminal on the scene somewhere. Well, standing in front of us, apparently. And somewhere in these two witnesses' testimonies, there's a clue as to who that criminal was. It was the criminal! It was the old man! There is! It's him, Ryunosuke! Ryunosuke! You must exercise your right to cross-examine the witnesses. Cross-examine? Do it now! Do it now, God! As we have heard, Your Excellency, there is no room for doubt in the testimony of these witnesses. The defendant is clearly guilty. Obviously, look at his face. He's so nervous. It is time to bring this despicable student to justice. Certainly. The testimony of the court has just heard eliminates the visage of doubt. Alright. Case closed. Guilty. Therefore, it is my grave duty. Oh my god, stop interrupting me. What in the name of the Emperor is the meaning of this outburst? I mean, the defense? I don't know. Demands its right for cross-examination. There you go. I mean, that's good because he's nervous, so he can't really pronounce words, I guess. Dear me, dear me. Let me guess. The Hachimaki headband boy next door told me to do it. How pathetic. By the way, I know I don't have a camera, face cam and everything, but if you were to see me right now, every time I talk like that guy, I'm just rolling my eyes the whole time. Huh? How did he know? He's like, how did he know? The prosecution objects! This is a clear waste of time! The defendant obviously has no experience! How can he possibly carry out a cross-examination? Objection! Thank you, Kazuma. The defense is asserting its right to do a cross-examination. Whether or not you think he's capable of it, it is irrelevant. Gulp. Kazuma is so commanding. I wish I'm like him one day. Very well. Let the defense conduct a cross-examination of the witnesses. Alright, this is where the battle really begins, Ryunosuke. But I don't even know what I have to do in a cross-examination. Isn't it obvious? You have to expose the lies in the witness's testimony. How? You didn't fire the gun, which means that the soldier said has to be a lie. Well, yes, but it's just a case of proving it. And the key to doubting that is evidence. Right, evidence. Well, what kind of evidence do we have? We have the card right here. And apparently we can't move it. And we have the picture right here. So that's the new evidence to me. All you need to do is present some decisive and indisputable evidence that proves the witness is lying. Now, let's go, Ryunosuke! Don't let them beat you! How pathetic. Alright then. I like he's like, looks, wait, where'd the sound? Where'd the sound go? It's all or nothing. Cross-examination. The witnesses, what the witnesses saw. I'm not repeating, I'm just gonna do press on it. Let's see. This is the point of the game. So every time when we have an opportunity to do a cross-examination, you have the ability to just press and question everything that they say. But while also doing that, you can just get new information out of them. But if you know what you're doing, and you know like, oh, I know what the lie is, you can use whatever the evidence you have that basically contradicts their lie and go straight to the next stage and stuff like that. That's the gimmick of the game. So basically like that. And that's how you try to solve it. Are you not gonna say anything? Why aren't you saying anything? Is this some new interrogation technique? It's working! Oh god! I'll tell you everything! My social security number. I hadn't actually thought of what I was gonna ask. Just ask anything about anything that catches your attention. Anything that bothers you. Alright then. Raise your hand? Why? If this beef steak you mentioned What kind of food is that? Bruh.
Tinsham! Beef steaks is a delicious cut of veal, vigorously cooked on a cast iron grill and served piping hot.
Oh. Bruh.
If food could receive medals of honor, beef steak would be almost as highly decorated as a cutlet.
Right, I see. Thank you, sir? So, next question. Bruh! I forgot how slow it is. This cutlet you mentioned. What kind of food is that?
Tinshan! Cutlet is a delicious cut of veal tossed in breadcrumbs and deep fried in cooking oil.
I think Tinshan is, supposed to be attention. Rather than attention, like that.
Accept your guilty verdict. Atone for your crime. And when you're released from prison, try it.
Yes, sir, I will, sir. No, on the double, sir. Sorry to interrupt, but how about trying to stick to the questions that are relevant to the case? Oops, sorry. I'll do my best. So, next question. Is it just me, or do you keep hearing a sort of whack crying from the...
Negative!
We just heard it again. Well, at least we've learned that he's a big beef lover. Affirmative. It's not easy knowing that what questions to ask. I wonder if how you do this in real life. Like, seriously, I know I played all the games, but I would not know how to handle myself if I'm in this situation, like Ryunosuke. So, anyways, old man, what do you have to say?
Yes.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
A Koban? Oh boy. A Koban boy.
A Koban? You mean an old Edo coin?
The day prior to the incident,
A treasure of exceptional. I don't know why I'm having lips with him.
value from the Hoei period
Entered my possession. Well, he doesn't look like he. Oh, he doesn't have a lot of teeth. That could be why.
I took my shop to the restaurant the following day with said items secreted in my bosom bucket.
Ew.
In the hope of the affluent,
Cognizant.
appraise of its indisputable value being present.
So, you were hoping to sell your Koban coin to Sergeant Noza, whom you met at the restaurant. Yes, it's quite clear where you're going with this, boy. You were about to assert that a penniless soldier would have no hope of purchasing a precious Koban. Isn't that so? How did he know? Well.
You little upstart cadet! You want to add disrespecting a superior officer to your list of crimes, do you? Latent subordination!
No, I didn't say anything. Although penniless might be just the word I was looking for.
In any case, the hour was already advanced beyond that of the midday luncheon.
There remained precious few present with whom I could engage a discourse about matters of business.
The gentleman beside me, who was grappling with his braised veal at the time, was my sole prospect.
I see. I like how he called him poor. The freaking veteran, or the sergeant, whatever. They called him poor. Actually, we have new evidence, right? No, don't present. Never mind, we can't look at the freaking... Wait, we can't look at the people? Why not? The fuck? Alright, press this, I guess. So, you're saying that you actually saw me at the time? Okay, what about now? Okay, we can. Let's see. What? That's so weird. We have Satoru Hasunaga, the head of the waiter of the European-style restaurant, La Carnival. He was serving there on the day of the incident. Yesa, Noza. I remember I was able to say his name before, but I forgot. an army sergeant of the Empire of Nature of Empire of Japan who witnessed the incident. He is a sergeant, never mind. The owner of Rasote, an antiques shop situated in the street corner of the 2nd district. He was a witness of the incident. Okay, nothing really interesting to point out. But I just want to know if he was a sergeant or not. I forgot about that. So you're saying that you actually saw me at the time?
Affirmative! I saw you! Laughing, cackling like a madman as you trained the barrel of your gun on those English civilian.
But that's impossible! I only... Allow me to confirm. Just one point, please.
What's that, Private?
Thinking carefully about the statement you just made, it seems to me that it must have been just after you heard the gunshot that you looked over the victim's table.
And so what if it was? He was there,
Well, if that really is the case, it would mean that you didn't, in fact, see the precise moment when the killer actually fired the gun.
Arg! I'm a pirate now. And double arg!
Oh shit, he is a pirate.
My sixth sense.
Sorry?
My sixth sense of danger. I picked up the waves of murderous energy radiating from your foul mind. Which means, a split second before you pulled the trigger, I was looking right at you, cadet.
Surely that's not possible, is it?
I'm a dog, you say. Do you think I have Do you think I have...
What? Wait, what?
Do you think I'd have got where I am today in the army if I couldn't sense danger in the air, sir?
Son. Son. He said son. He said son. Not sir. Well. It would seem this soldier is absolutely convinced that he saw you do the deed. This is not good.
The black uniform varsity cadet fired the English civilian, and from the back, the cowardly weasel.
We're gonna press that later, by the way. Actually, not do that now.
The fuck, go back in there, Rikiriki.
Come on, get back in there. Yeah, you tell him, Ryunosuke. So this black uniform university cadet, you're saying that was...
I had just about enough of your sauce, cadet. Who else do you see around here in black uniform?
That guy? Well, there's someone standing right next to me who fits the description as well, but...
It was you, you little weasel. You unloaded the firearm on that man.
This is why I got the mic, by the way. This is why I buy a new mic. I see myself in OBS, how loud I am. Good thing I can just move back.
From behind his back, and you call yourself a citizen of the great empire of Nippon? You disgust me.
Wow, I'm so loud that even going back does not help out a lot. He's like, wait a minute, I am from Nippon. What is it, Ryunosuke? I'm not quite sure. It's something the sergeant just said, but I can't put my finger on it. Something's playing on my mind. In that case, check back over the details of the evidence you've gathered in the court record. And if you find an inconsistency there with what the witness just said, then don't hold back. Present the evidence to the court. Thrust it in the witness's face and make him choke on it. Oh God, pause? The hell do you mean by that, Kazuma?
Choke it, shove it in front of his face, and have him choke on it. What the fuck?
I was on my hands and knees investigating there, where they're about to my mysteriously abscond precious curio. Why did I do that? I have no idea what I'm supposed to do here. Listen, Ryunosuke. Now we know there are lies lurking in the statements, and it's time to expose them. I understand that. The question is how. Like I said before,
Thrust it to their face! And have them choke on it!
but yeah, like basically just go into evidence, press triangle on the statement that you want to present it on, and you got it clear. You just move forward. Go through the witness statement. Yeah, I already know, Kazuma. I already told them. I played this game before. Somewhere in there, you'll find something that doesn't add up. In other words, an inconsistency. An inconsistency. See? When you find a statement and a piece of evidence that seem to contradict each other. Present your evidence. You already told us already. Okay. Just be careful, because if you assert a contradiction that you have no basis, you'll be given a penalty. So yeah, we get warnings, by the way. I think in total we get 5 or 6. I don't know. If you're dealt too many penalties, the defense case will fall apart, and you'll receive a guilty verdict right off the bat. So that's it. Pursue. Peruse the evidence in the court record and find the inconsistency with the witness's testimony. All right, I'll give it a try. You can hear the witness's statements over and over again, as many times as you like. I like how that's so funny. The idea of that, you can just like have them repeat what they said over and over and over again. They're like, oh God, again? Can you just hurry up and present your evidence? I don't want to keep repeating myself. So keep your head up. So keep your head and be measured in your attack. Good luck, partner. Why do you have your sword out? Like, it's so unnecessary for a fucking lawyer to have a sword. You don't need it. What? All right, yes. Press. I didn't press this guy, so. On your hands and knees. Could you explain that, please?
That's right. Spurning to the arthritis. I was, in order to retrieve the lost piece. My arthritis, god damn it.
What lost piece are you referring to?
Oh god, don't break that. The Koban, of course. The exquisite Hoei era Koban coin. And no way, this is cheap, it's 1 yen. I had just been showing the rare treasure to the military man as he masticated his meal. After averting my eyes for the briefest of moments, it was there no more. It simply vanished.
So someone stole your coin?
The Koban vanished. Hence I began to acquaint myself with the intricacies of the floor in order to locate it. And then it happened. I got shot. Oh wait, no, I didn't get shot.
You heard a gunshot, you mean?
No, other than that. No, other than. No, it was no concern of mine. I don't care if someone died. Where is that coin? Where are you? I was practically scouring the floor for the aforementioned lost treasure.
So in fact,
why are you even here?
You didn't actually witness the precise moment when the incident occurred.
Why are you here? Indeed, myself, I did not. I heard it, regardless.
Alright, this is a repeat. This is all repeat, by the way, so just like basically telling us, giving us hints of what to do and everything. They say the same thing. Don't worry.
Hurry up!
I'm spamming the button. I know where to present, Kazuma. Don't worry, I got this. I'm no rookie. Well, Ryunosuke's a rookie. But I am a veteran. I know where to present. Represent? No, present, Ricky. Come on.
Speak English, Ricky. You can do it. I know you're Mexican, but still, like, what the hell?
Like in the back, you coward. So right here, for those who caught up, yeah, he was shot from the front, not from the back, and the bullet still didn't go through him. It's still inside him. So
yes.
Oh my god! He's like, shit. He knows my secret. Wow, awkward silence. It's so, you can hear it. You can really hear it.
What are you playing at, cadet?
Oh, finally someone said something.
What is the meaning of this subordination? Thrusting some photographic print in my mustache. Not my hair! Not my hair! Not my hair!
Inconsistency, sir. I mean, yes! There's a clear inconsistency here. Tisk tisk! What nonsense! I added this other tisk for dramatic flair. What can this print possibly tell us that we don't already know? Well, obviously, that, I know what I want to say, but the words just won't come out of my mouth. I think this proves beyond any doubt, Your Excellency, that there is no place for an amateur student here in this grand courtroom. It's so frustrating. Oh, thank you, Kazuma. Do tell him. Oh, please. Surely this doesn't require an explanation. It couldn't be more plain. To spell it out would be an insolence to the court. I love this music! Ah, yes! Kazuma, what? What are you talking about? It's apparent from the single glance of the photographic print presented by the defense that there's a clear discrepancy here with the sergeant's statement. What? Sergeant ESA knows. I'm just gonna say that.
Yes, sir? What, sir?
The statement you just made was this. The black uniform varsity cadet fired an English civilian, and from the back, the cowardly little weasel.
Yes, sir. Affirmative, sir. I witnessed the crime with my own military-grade eye, sir.
Yes! But no! That just can't be!
And why not, cadet?
Because... Take a close look at the print. I can just see him, he's like, oh my god. Really, Yunosuke, you were on a fire today. The victim, Dr. Wilson, died from a bullet wound to the chest.
Ah!
Sergeant, according to your witness's statement, the culprit shot the victim from behind. And that is obviously a discrepancy here. And that is the obvious discrepancy here. Well, how do you explain it? What the fuck is up behind you? He's so happy. He's like,
Get back in there.
what the? What was that? Something just popped up from behind his back and he pushed it back down. Again. Again? Again? He never did that once. Certainly. There is a clear discrepancy with the facts here. Would you not agree, Sergeant Noza?
Yes, sir. At this juncture, that would appear to be indisputable. I didn't do it. Not until that moment. Until the moment I heard the firearm discharge, my eyes were firmly fixed on the delicious carnival steak, sir.
What? The last testimony in the court heard has proven one thing beyond all reasonable doubt. This witness, Sergeant Yusei Noza, did not see the defendant firing a gun at all. That's absurd! I think the conclusion we must draw is simple. He didn't do it. Case closed. There is no place for an amateur prosecutor here in this grand courtroom.
Ooh.
Whatever. Sorry. I'm so sorry. Sorry if I hurt someone's ears. There's been a complete turnabout in the mood of this trial. Just from the one discrepancy. Hell yeah. If only you took charge. So this is what being an ace attorney is all about. He said the name! He said the name of the game!
But I definitely saw him. That university cadet there! He was pointing the firearm directly to the victim's back.
Yes. Back? But I never fired the gun! And all I did was pick it up from the floor. And you, old man, you didn't see the moment the victim was shot either.
Myself, I have already been quite clear. The gunshot interested me not. I was far too busy on the floor.
Oh yes, you were looking for your Koban coin, weren't you?
Indeed, the prize for errrr Koban. Hunting around under the table I was, in case mayhap it had fallen there, and then it happened. Bam! My knees gave out. No, I'm just kidding.
You heard the gunshot, you mean?
Indeed I did, but I heeded it not, for I was concerned only with finding my absconded away treasure. Nothing could distract me.
Out of interest, did you find the coin in the end?
Well, no, not really. No.
I see.
That lamentable day, the precious Hoei Koban was lost to me. No doubt, some unscrupulous scoundrel pocketed the prize coin for himself. I wonder, Sergeant, do you know where it may have been? Sergeant? He's like, I don't know what you're talking about.
As I'm sure everyone present is aware, this case demands a swift and decisive resolution.
Guilty!
Our government has promised to send a full report to Great Britain by telegraph this very afternoon. Nevertheless, the witness testimony in the court has just heard is inconclusive. No matter how subservient our government feels, it must be the British.
I'm sorry, I can't read. Apparently, I can't read. I guess I need to take a break. No, I'm just kidding. Sorry, give me a moment. Yeah.
It would be unforgivable to deliver a verdict on his trial right now.
What is your position?
What is your position, Prosecutor Ouchi? Worry not, Your
I'm dying.
Your Excellency. The defendant may have fled a tiger at the front gate, but he will find a wolf at the back.
What the fuck you mean by that?
My witnesses have further testimony to make. The wolf is here right now.
Explain.
Upon hearing their testimony statements, it will become abundantly clear.
I can't wait. English!
That there is only one person who could possibly have committed the despicable crime. The equally despicable defendant, Ryunosuke Naruhodo.
What?
What? He really seems to have a despicable opinion of you, doesn't he? Very well. The court invites the witnesses to testify again. You will thoroughly explain the reasoning behind the prosecution's allegation.
Is that clear?
As clear. What the fuck? I just saw some reflection.
I got scared. Like, who's here? In front of me. Sorry.
As clear as Kuriko Clash, Your Excellency. How clear is that?
Yes, sir. At once, sir. Awaiting signal to testify, sir.
Oh, the baby in the back. Excuse me, but there's something or someone peeking out over your shoulder, I think.
Affirmative. The newest member of the Noza family to rise up through the ranks, named Ido.
Aw, he's cute. It would seem that those straps are the sign of a sergeant being too strapped to afford a nanny.
Ido, attention! Your father is about to quell the enemy. Watch and learn, my boy.
Watch and learn, my boy.